It was a routine flight, November 24, 1971. The day started like any other for the passengers and crew of Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. They were expecting a short, uneventful trip from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. Little did they know, their flight would soon become one of the most infamous events in aviation history. Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, a Boeing 727 aircraft, a common sight in the skies of the 1970s, was about to be thrust into the spotlight for reasons no one could have predicted. Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. A short hop, barely 30 minutes in the air. But this flight would be anything but ordinary. As the plane took off from Portland, everything seemed normal. The passengers settled in, the flight attendants began their routine, and the pilots focused on their instruments. Little did anyone know, history was about to be made. In the midst of the flight, a man who would later be known as D.B. Cooper handed a note to a flight attendant. At first, she thought it was just another passenger trying to flirt, but when she read the note, her heart skipped a beat. It said he had a bomb, not with a bang, but with a parachute. Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The plane landed in Seattle, where his demands were met. Then, in an audacious move, he ordered the plane back into the air, and somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, he jumped, disappearing into the night. This is the story of D.B. Cooper, the only unsolved air piracy case in American history. Buckle up. The FBI launched one of the largest manhunts in history, but D.B. Cooper was never found. His fate remains a mystery, fueling countless theories and legends. Join us as we delve into the details of this extraordinary case. He called himself Dan Cooper, purchased his ticket with cash, ordered a bourbon and soda. He was nondescript, average height, dark suit, sunglasses. But beneath the everyday facade, a plan was brewing. A plan that would captivate the nation for decades to come. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper slipped a note to a flight attendant. It claimed he had a bomb. His demands were simple: $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The flight crew, following protocol, relayed the message. Fear gripped the passengers. The plane became a high-altitude pressure cooker. Section 4. Vanished into thin air. Cooper's daring escape. After landing in Seattle and receiving the ransom, Cooper allowed the passengers and some crew to disembark. The atmosphere was tense, but there was a palpable sense of relief among those who were allowed to leave. The authorities were on high alert, trying to anticipate Cooper's next move. Little did they know, the most daring part of his plan was yet to unfold. With the money and remaining crew hostage, he instructed the pilots to fly southeast. The pilots, under immense pressure, followed his orders meticulously. They had no choice but to comply, knowing that any misstep could endanger their lives. The flight path was carefully chosen by Cooper, leading them over some of the most remote and rugged terrain in the Pacific Northwest. Over a remote area of Washington state, in the dead of night, he did it. The darkness provided the perfect cover for his escape. The vast wilderness below was both a refuge and a challenge, with its dense forests and rugged mountains. The night sky was clear, and the stars seemed to watch over his audacious plan. He jumped, with the money, into thin air and into legend. The jump was a calculated risk, but Cooper was prepared. He had chosen his gear carefully, ensuring he had the best chance of survival. As he descended, the cold night air rushed past him, and the ground below seemed to rise up to meet him. His fate and the fate of the ransom money would become one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. Section 5. The feds on the case, chasing shadows and dead ends. The FBI launched a massive manhunt. Agents scoured the wilderness. They followed every lead, every tip, every whisper. They interviewed hundreds, yet Cooper had vanished, like a ghost in the night. The money, almost all of it, remains unrecovered. The mystery deepened. Section 6. The legend lives on. Theories and suspects abound. Over the years, the case has attracted countless theories. Some believe Cooper was a skilled skydiver. Others, a lucky amateur. Was he a master criminal or a desperate gambler? The lack of answers has only fueled speculation. Armchair detectives and professional investigators alike remain captivated. Section 7. D.B. Cooper, a cultural icon, an enduring enigma. The D.B. Cooper case is more than just a crime. It's a story that has captivated the imagination of people for decades. On November 24, 1971, a man who became known as D.B. Cooper hijacked a Boeing 727 aircraft. He extorted $200,000 in ransom and then parachuted into the night, never to be seen again. This daring act of skyjacking has left an indelible mark on popular culture. It's a cultural phenomenon. Books, movies, and songs have been inspired by it. The mystery of D.B. Cooper has been the subject of countless documentaries and investigative reports. Authors have penned novels, filmmakers have created movies, and musicians have written songs, all trying to capture the essence of this enigmatic figure. The story of D.B. Cooper has transcended the realm of true crime and entered the annals of folklore. The mystery endures. Why? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown. The case remains unsolved, and the questions it raises continue to intrigue. Who was D.B. Cooper? How did he manage to disappear without a trace? Theories abound, but none have been proven. This enduring enigma keeps people guessing and fuels endless speculation. The fog of mystery surrounding D.B. Cooper is as thick today as it was over 50 years ago. The audacity of the crime, or the enduring hope that someday the truth will emerge from the shadows. The sheer boldness of D.B. Cooper's actions has left an indelible mark on history. The FBI conducted one of the most extensive manhunts in history, yet came up empty-handed. This has only added to the legend. People hold on to the hope that one day, new evidence will come to light, and the mystery will finally be solved. Until then, D.B. Cooper remains a symbol of daring and mystery, an enduring enigma that continues to captivate the world.